Hey guys, if you're enjoying the content that I'm making, please click that subscribe button. Also remember to click that bell button and make sure to tick that box to send all notifications so you don't miss out on any videos. With that in mind, let's get on with the video. What's up guys, welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkins logging in to bring you another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. And welcome to my video guide on Dimensions End Entropy. This will be the first part of a multi-part guide on Dimensions End. If Global follows the same principle as the JP version, there will be future videos which will update what rosters I use on different floors. There will also be other videos that will show the full fight without any voiceovers, so you can watch and enjoy my run without my annoying voice always in the background. This is to show everyone how I messed up a lot, and even then still eventually managed to beat these floors. In the meantime, this video will cover all the strategies I implemented, things to look out for, and which characters I think are worth bringing on each floor from floor 1 through 5. Now, before we start the video, if you like what you see and enjoy the videos I make, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like on this video. This will help with growing my small channel and also helps with the YouTube algorithm to spread this video around. And when you're done with this video, you can also check out my other Dissidia Opera Omnia videos like this one. There are more guides like this on my channel, and do all videos including current chaos fights and even permanent contents like lost chapter guides. So without further ado, let's start this video. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the minimum requirements in beating these chaos fights in Dimensions End Entropy. First off, you have to have leveled your character to level 70 with a crystal level of at least 68. Next, you also want to have their Bloomstone, especially for characters that will get extra counts on their additional ability. This isn't really necessary, but it will really help if you do. Next, you have to have at least both 15 and 35 CP weapon passives with their max limit broken EX weapon equipped. If you can get the EX plus for those weapons and max them out, it will greatly help with your perfect runs. Added bonuses are the Dark Mannequin weapons and World of Illusion weapon passives as well. You will also need at least 2 characters per floor that have their EX plus weapons. This will help immensely when trying to do a perfect run. Next, you want to have maxed out their summon boards and equip those lovely passives on. This will help with increasing your stats and maybe even dodge some attacks that will result in a death. And finally, you want to have a decent artifact passives with attack plus 108, max breathe 330, and even HP 1020 equipped. This will help with your survivability in these fights. Okay, now we can finally talk about the strategies and the characters I use on these floors. Let's of course start at floor 1, which is a magic resistance across the board, so avoid bringing magic based characters. Honestly, the hardest part of this floor is wave 3 with those stupid bombs. You can use about 40 to 50% of your abilities here. You don't have to kill the small bombs as well to move forward. They will also respawn when you break the bomb when it's fully swelled up, or after it uses its Big Bang ability. So the best strategy to use in this wave is have an AoE Brave Shaver that can also do a single target attack on the big bomb. Paralyzing and silencing the bombs also help to avoid getting broken and avoid the big bomb to go even bigger. which is why I feel Agrias is the best character to bring in this floor. She can paralyze and also silence. You can try your luck with her skill 2 for paralysis, or use her additional ability to have a 100% paralysis rate. I usually end up using one count of her additional ability here and save the other one for the last wave. However, in my perfect run, I actually forgot to use it. Other characters that can help you here are Cloud and of course the Warrior of Light as well. The last wave consists of the King Behemoth and a Humbaba. In here you can pick your poison on which boss you want to kill first. The King Behemoth has AoE plus HP attacks and buffs itself, while the Humbaba has a very high turn rate and can delay one of your characters to the ends of the earth. I personally killed the King Behemoth first, as I did not want to deal with the AoE damage, and the only thing you need to worry about the Humbaba is to make sure you don't get broken by it and have enough leftover abilities to re-break it if ever. My complete team for this floor consists of Agrias, Lilith, and Ramza with Ifrit as my summon. Other notable characters to bring are Titus, Rem, Bosch when he comes out, Porum, and Noelle. Rem probably won't be able to use her full potential, but she is still pretty useful as a brave battery, and the same thing with Porum. Okay, now let's talk about floor 2. This floor has a melee and physical range resistance across the board, so avoid bringing those characters. This floor also immediately starts with a tough fight with a Skull Wizard and the Curl. I immediately went after the Curl as it can confuse you, and I do believe can possibly paralyze you as well, and therefore will be wasting your turns. The Skull Wizard can buff itself, which can be annoying, but it's not hard to shave it down. If you remember that it will use an HP attack once you see the text brazenly smirks, you can anticipate and make sure you don't get hit by a big HP attack. The last wave consists of a Griffin and an SL Turbo. Honestly, this floor wasn't too bad in my case. I opted out to kill the SL Turbo first, since its attack can get stronger and stronger as long as it kept using the same abilities. But in hindsight, I think it would have been better to kill the Griffin first, as it actually used HP attacks more often than the SL Turbo. Maybe I will rerun this eventually and check. The Griffin can also charm your characters and therefore wasting a turn again, and can also lead to death at times. I ended up using Kuja, Kryle, Charlotta for my complete run with a Shiva summon. As for the SL Turbo is also weak to ice. Other notable characters to bring are Ace, Celeste, when she gets her EX Plus soon, Ultimisia, Sarah, and Deuce. Okay, moving on to floor 3. This floor actually caused me problems until I decided to bring out the Warrior of Light. The main issue in this fight is that all the bosses buff themselves. Bringing the Buffer and Warrior of Light shields basically fixed this issue for me. Wave 3 is again the biggest problem with a Marilith and a Leech. The Marilith here can actually one-shot your entire party with its Flash Steel if you get broken at all when it uses this. I suggest killing it first if you're not planning to bring Warrior of Light in this fight. The Leash isn't too much of a trouble, but you do have to push off its buffs away as it has HP regen in one of its buffs. Wave 5 has a Tiamat and a Kraken. I personally went for Tiamat here since I hate the idea of its Mega Charge giving itself more defense. The Kraken is fine as long as you don't get broken when it uses Constrict. Again, having extra HP is gonna help you here, especially for these characters that have low HP to begin with. My team included Ultimisia, Sarah, and the Warrior of Light with a Ramuh summon, and other notable characters that I think are worth bringing here are Lilith and Ferris. Okay, moving on to floor 4. This floor has all immunities 2 debuffs, so avoid bringing those types of characters. And this floor will also feature a boss rush type of mechanic. Every wave is a boss. Some will have lower HP though, so think of it as a boss that has all its mechanics but with lower HP. I highly suggest you bring Y'shtola here. Her delay in her revive will definitely let you clear this floor at the very least. I had one run when I just kept dying and my Y'shtola kept on living on 1 HP, then used her pulse of life to revive everyone. I ended up with a high score of, get this, 0, but got all the other mission requirements, which is kinda crazy. Anyway, wave 1, delay it as much as you can. If it doesn't use Evil Eye on its first turn, you're in luck. This dies pretty quickly though, so no big deal even if it stones one of your characters. Wave 2 is a heavy hitter Chimera Golem. I actually use my summon here. I used it just before I saw the all attack. If you can kill it before this, you can sort of save your summon for wave 4, so you can enter wave 5 on your summon state. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. Wave 3 is a Astaroth. Do not get broken, as it will follow it up with an HP attack that is not part of its turn count. Remember Story Quest fight when Pain came out? It's basically the same boss. Wave 4 is a Cray Claw. I actually don't know anything about this monster, but all it did to me was a high damaging Brave attack, kill it quickly, and also use your summon here if you haven't already. Wave 5 is Ultima the High Seraph. You can no longer use your summon here. It will heal itself at around 50% HP back to its full health. Do not get broken when it says all attack. I believe she has 2 all attacks and one of them is followed up with an HP attack. Remember the Garland fight. It works the same way, and also it has that paranormal field that can apply debuffs after it heals itself. My complete team consisted of Cloud, Y'shtola, and Ace with a Ifrit summon, and other notable characters to bring are Garland, Warrior Light, Selfie, and Rem. Okay, finally, let's talk about the last floor currently in the DFFOO Global. This floor has resistance to magic and consists of different mannequins, so avoid bringing those magic based characters. This floor also starts with a bang with wave 1, consisting of the mannequins of Cait Sith, Cypher, and Sid. Personally, kill Cait Sith first, as it can buff and heal its allies. Bring a Dispeller and a Debuffer as well, will also be really helpful here. Then you can kill Cypher, as he can debuff you. Then finally go after Sid. You can start slowing down and start using your HP attack ++ when you're down to Sid himself. Wave 2 is Cain and Yang. Kill Cain, basically. I mean, even our own Yang is crap, so what can a mannequin Yang do to you? Wave 3 consists of Onion Knight, Lightning, and Agrius. I suggest killing Agrius first. She can apply an aura and heal her allies as well as give them a little bit of brave regen. The next one is really up to you. Lightning is quicker, as Onion Knight tends to switch between his ninja stance and his mage stance, so take your pick. Wave 4 is Balthier and Ramza. I ended up killing Balthier first, as he can steal your buffs, which can cause some problems. Ramza can buff his team, but you can just dispel it or debuff them, and this pretty much solves that problem. Wave 5 consists of Locke, Sephiroth, and Auron. I decided to kill Locke first, as he can heal his team with his Phoenix Ray. Now the next one is up to you. Sephiroth is obviously scary, but he never used his Black Materia ability on me once, which I found out later that this Sephiroth mannequin doesn't actually have it in its ability list. Auron did more HP damage to me than Sephiroth, to be quite honest, but I opted to kill Sephiroth first since I thought it had black materia and I didn't want to deal with that. When Auron was alone, just don't get broken and you should be fine. So it's really up to you. I do feel like you can get away with killing either one of them. If I do rerun this, I'll probably kill Auron first, then Sephiroth, since Sephiroth's only scary attack is Octoslash. My complete team consisted of Squall, Ferris, and Selphie with a Shiva summon. And other notable characters to bring here are Lilithette, Lise, Tidus, Agrius, and later down the track, Balthier and Locke when they get their EX pluses. And so that's it for this video, guys. Remember to click like and subscribe if you haven't already. It will help with my growing channel and also help with the YouTube algorithm. I hope this video helped you guys out in some way. I know I kind of generalized this guide more than usual. I just felt like this video will be super long discussing every detail on each fight, and I'm not ready to do a big video on each and every one of those fights. I just don't have the time. I do apologize, and I do assume that people who are watching this already have a good foundation of the fundamentals of the game, as this is endgame content stuff, so I decided to generalize the guide more than anything. Again, videos of each fight will come out soon, so look forward to those. Don't worry, it will be a straight up video without any further commentaries from me. It'll just have background music so you can watch it, you know, and see how I went and some of the mistakes I did, and it was still eventually clearing it. I also want to thank the Tonberry Troop. If you guys don't know, they make those lovely infographics. I want to thank them for posting a infographics regarding this Dimensions End. I did look through all the different compositions they posted and even followed some of them as well. Now there are obviously some of their party compositions having future characters as well, so I kind of left those out as much as I can, and you know, made my own team and made this like a building block basically for my team compositions. Anyway, I want to leave you guys here. Also leave down in the comments below your own team compositions from floor 1 through 5, and make sure to follow me on my social media. I am on Facebook and on Twitter at Munchkins Gaming. This is Munchkins logging off, and I'll see you guys in the next level.